Ahoy there, YouTube! Got Stomper in the garage here again today, and as you can probably see by the timing belt, it's all off. So, the Michigan Automotive Relic Society, it's a small car group here in Michigan. They're doing a road trip at the end of this month, and they want a Tercel to be involved. And I thought, what a better car to bring than a car that's completely untested and unproven and really hasn't been on many road trips since this rebuild? Stomper! So, I want to go bring Stomper on this adventure, but I'm having some problems with her right now. I've only backed her up and out of the garage a couple of times and driven her around, and I keep skipping timing belts. So, for starters, this happened. This is the belt that I reset when I reset all the timing and stuff like that, and it went off and went skipping, which is a bummer, but I'm not surprised. It did have a little gouge in it somewhere, and I'm pretty sure, based on the precisely like 1 second of looking at it, that's what the gouge was at. So, that skipped off, broke in my driveway, thankfully, so I was able to fix it. Reset the timing, got a new belt on it, a used belt on it, yada yada yada. Went for a rip, got the timing set again. Money, good to go, she's running great. Score. Park her in the garage, moved her in another garage a couple of times, doing a couple little things here and there, and then, the timing belt skipped. When I went to go put this bolt in a little bit tighter, all threads came out. So, that means on my oil pump right there, all those threads are trashed. And since I believe that is part of the oil pump, I really don't want to go pull this engine out of here and change an oil pump. That's not that old. So I hopped on the internet, bought the highest quality helicoil kit money can buy. I mean, look at this thing. It is ASDFGHT helicoil repair toolkit. Adi in China. So, yeah. It's probably the world's worst drill bit in this thing, but you know what? If it works and the tensioner doesn't fall off, I guess it did its job. I guess we'll find out. So, I guess let's go ahead and pull this radiator out. This is going to be a really good time to change all the fluid because I know stop leak was poured in this radiator at some point in time, and I have no idea if this is filled with water or coolant or anything like that, and I know just by looking at this, we're about due for an oil change. I should probably check the trans, check the diff, see if that fluid's been done recently, because we changed the trans fluid a couple years ago, but who knows what it looks like now. So we'll go take care of some fluids in a bit. Let's get knocking this out first. Oh, why are they gotta be so tight? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh. Both broke. Both of these broke. These should not. Now I gotta change this whole core support. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so what we're going to be doing to fix this is we're going to be using a helicoil kit or a thread repair. Essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this drill bit right here. We're going to drill the inside of that blown out hole out. We're going to take a tap and we're going to run a tap in and out of it so it's got a fresh, clean set of oversized threads. Then we're going to take one of these little thread inserts and thread this on the inside. What this does is this threads, can't really see it through the plastic, but this threads onto the new threads that we tapped in there, but has the opening with the old threads for the size that we were supposed to use inside of it. So, this isn't really all that hard to do. You just want to make sure you drill it through straight and tap it out nice and clean and stuff like that. So, let's go try it together. We'll see how this goes. Here we go inside of here. We got her what looks like to be pretty straight. That already fell out. That's great. That's the one thing about aluminum right here is it's really easy to go through. So that was done in literally a couple seconds. I mean, you guys were right there. You witnessed it. I want to blow all this stuff off of this crank. Really don't want any of this shit getting in the seal. So we'll brake clean this once we're all done, but we're going to induce a bunch more crap here to it in a second. So we'll take this tap. So I don't have any tap sockets here, unfortunately, so I'm going to use a 5/16 12-point socket. Fits on the end of this pretty decent, so I'm going to go ahead now and run this tap through it. Again, I want to be sure I'm nice and straight. Okay. Tap is a tad crooked. So the one thing about aluminum is it's really easy to get crooked in comparison to like helicoil and cast. But I don't think a slight bit of crookedness will really affect this. I mean, this isn't like a cylinder head or anything like that where something extremely important goes against it. It's just timing. I mean, if it gets messed up, I mean, what happens? I just skip a belt again and my timing belt flings off when I'm near the Upper Peninsula? It's fine. Who cares? Typically, it's a good idea to, as you're tapping this, run this tap back out a few times and get all the old debris out of here, but, well, I'm not known for doing things the best way. I'm sure all the machinists who are watching this right now are screaming. Oh, at least one of you. Sorry, Nate. Okay, let's go blow this out. Okay, so we got the hole cleaned out, we got the hole blown out, all the drill bit or the shavings of aluminum are for the most part off. I am going to go over this with some brake clean after I'm done. But now it's time to go ahead and put the helicoil in itself. This little thread repair kit, there's a teeny little tab at the very, very end right there. And that is what slides over the little notch right there and essentially allows that to thread in place. So, I don't know, these are pretty easy to use. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna slip this on the little tool right here. This little thing right here you can use to set the depth of the helicoil to make sure it doesn't go in too far and goes in straight and stuff like that. But well, I don't know how you guys can see that, but that looks like a pretty nice set of threads, does it not? So the very, very last step we want to do is take this little punch thing right here that comes with it, and we're going to push this to the back side, break that little tab off of there. So typically you can just kind of smash it through. I want to make sure this is all the way flush. There's a tiny little divot left, so we're going to go ahead and give it one more teeny little turn. There we go. It's a bigger head. There we go. Go for the moment of truth. Now let's see if this bolt threads in. Oh yeah, like butter. Okay, so we should be all set. Theoretically, anyway. I just gotta go ahead and reset the timing and get everything set properly, get the belt on. And I won't bore you guys to death with that, so I'll put it together right now, and then we'll see how she starts. Okay, well, got her outside, got her running, got her driving. I just got done pressure washing under the hood because I spilled coolant everywhere because I'm an idiot. Starting to rain sideways and getting all stormy outside, so I gotta get inside here pretty soon. But had to clean a bunch of coolant up on the garage floor because I spilled everywhere, so... oh well. Yeah. Well, I hate to cut this video off early, but I think that's going to probably wrap it up for me for today. Unfortunately, it's raining. Still got a couple things to do left before the Mars trip. Got to put in an AC delete panel or a non-AC panel, or just put a piece of plastic in there or something of that nature. Still got to check the trans and the fluid, stuff like that. And I got to get it legal and get driving it because it really hasn't been driven other than up and down the road. And pretty much every time it's moved in and out of the garage, it's skipped the timing belt. So hopefully we're good to go. I think that helicoil is going to work pretty good. So stay tuned for what's next on Stomper. Not 100% positive what it'll be, but hopefully it'll be something exciting. Definitely going to take her on the Mars trip. Hell or high water. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll be a pretty fun adventure. We're going to a couple different car collections and a couple of little odds and ends, and it's going to be with all pre-90s cars here in Michigan. So there's like, I think there's a Lancia and Jaguars and all sorts of weird stuff coming along. So I'm super excited to be part of it. It's kind of cool that a Tercel is going to be in anything at all, in my opinion. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.